Hey ya peeps! Welcome to my second Smash Bros. Ultimate video, where I try to become a better and more competitive Smash player. If you haven't checked out my first video, and you're a beginner like me, then some of those tips might be useful. Last time, I discussed finding a main, investing in a new controller, and initial matchmaking impressions. In this video, I wanted to cover 3 more tips and strategies for new players, regardless of your main character. The focus of this video is keeping yourself in an advantageous position against your opponent. But first, I'll give you an update on my GSP, which, for general purposes, this will show you if my skills are improving or not. At the time of this recording, I'm at about 30,000 GSP with Pikachu, which is a huge drop from my previous 700,000 peak. It seems like the amount of GSP gained or lost after a match is based on the percentage of how much GSP you currently have. So at my peak, I could lose almost 100k in one match, but at my current low, winning a match would only gain me 1k. The game is supposed to match you against people of equal GSP, so it's better that I start from the bottom and practice against people of my own skill. There are probably better ways to get the highest GSP possible, like group battles with items, but my goal is to get better in one-on-one matches based on skill. Luckily, I've had better success with the preferences during matchmaking this week, and have mostly been put into one-on-one matches instead of the 4-player games I saw a lot of the first couple of days. Now let's get into the tips and strategies portion of this video. The first is the most basic, but fundamental, which is edge guarding. When you knock an opponent off the edge, you have the advantage because the opponent is in the air and off of the stage. You should be guarding the edge of the platform to prevent them from getting back on. High-skilled players can take advantage of this position and kill you even if you are below 50% damage. If your opponent is not a complete beginner, they will most likely not let you charge and unleash a smash attack as they jump back onto the stage. Depending on your opponent's character, they will likely avoid any attacks and grab onto the ledge where they are temporarily invulnerable. When they get up from the ledge, they will do one of 4 things, and you will need to predict or react quickly to keep the pressure on them, hopefully knocking them back off the platform. The first option is getting up normally, which can be interrupted and attacked, which can be a valid strategy if your opponent isn't expecting it. The second option is that they can attack, during which they will be invulnerable. If you can predict they will attack, you can block and follow up with an attack or throw. The third option is that they can roll behind you, and similar to a roll dodge, they will be invulnerable during this time. But if you predict they will do this, you can be ready with an attack or throw for where they will end up. The last of the 4 methods of getting off the ledge is a small hop, which sets them up for an aerial move. However, I haven't seen much players utilize this option since, as I will discuss next, being in the air is generally a disadvantage. You can up smash or block an aerial move before unleashing an attack of your own. This leads me to the second strategy of keeping your advantage when your opponent is in the air and you are on the ground. It's similar to guarding the edge. Keeping your opponent in the air is great for building damage on your opponent, while also being able to KO your opponent if you send them flying up high enough. Depending on your main character, any characters can cover the platform and always be under their opponent as they're falling back down. While they can press down to fall faster, try to predict where your opponent is going to land and use an up attack to launch them back into the clouds. Better yet, jump up to meet them with an up attack before they can react or recover. Most likely your opponent won't let you just keep hitting them up and will do one of the following options. First and most common is that they will do their downward attack, most likely taking priority over your up attack if you collide. In this case, if you predict their down attack is coming, you can block or dodge, then follow up with attack or throw. Another option is that they will air dodge as they are falling to avoid your attack, and become temporarily invulnerable. It takes practice, but if you read that they will do an air dodge, they will be wide open for a smash attack when they land, as air dodges have a long recovery time. Once you get more advanced, a good way to build damage on your opponent early is doing an up throw and comboing that with up attacks before they can recover. The last tip, and more personal to me, is keeping your cool and patience. Once you start playing on tilt, you'll repeat the same mistakes instead of learning from them. With such a huge roster of characters, it's going to take a while to learn each character's strengths, weaknesses, and attacks. This series of videos might end if I break my controller, but practice makes perfect, and just remember that it's just a game. Most of my frustration comes from incorrect inputs that should improve with better muscle memory. And that's it for this video. I hope to also make more videos with more tips that you may also find beneficial. Let me know if you guys have any strategies that help you improve your game, or any tips for me to improve my skill. I hope by next time my GSP is higher. Thanks to all for watching, and see you all next time.